Hello class, what we're going to do today is we're going to do our brand printing. And this is a nice little review of InDesign again, and we're going to look at a couple of different InDesign options and features that you probably have never seen before. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a 13 by 19 document, and we're going to basically make this document double. We're going to print double-sided today, essentially. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to use some MOAB paper, and we are going to make sure to print that double-sided. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up our document first, and we're going to export all of our files, and then we're going to place them into this one document so that they can be printed properly. And then for the next video, we're going to talk about downloading the proper ICC profiles for the MOAB paper, where to put them, and then to make sure that our print settings for our final video are done correctly. So without further ado, let's get right into it. This is the final document that we'll be creating. We will be taking your comp card, your business card, comp card to business card in the exact same spot, and then printing your logo as well. It's always good to see your stuff printed before you go to print. So this is our print proof for our branding assets that you guys designed last semester. So let's take a look. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to create a brand new document. File, new document. So I'm going to create a 13 by 19 inch document. So that's essentially what I'm going to be doing. 13 by 19. There we go. I'm going to do 2 pages, facing pages. I'm going to start at page 1. Let's see, scroll up. There we go. Margins top 1.5, bleed top. Let's go 0.25. Doesn't really matter because we're not printing anything edge to edge on this piece of canvas right now. This 13 by 9 is like a Super A plus and I think like a B canvas, but don't worry about that right now. Let's just click OK. So there we go, we got our document. So we're going to start placing some of our other objects. So this is under the assumption that you guys have designed everything in InDesign, which I'm assuming you did. Here is my comp card. It is a vertical card, and I'm just printing it like this way. That's just basically the way I'm going to print it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this as a PDF because I want some crop marks. So File, Export, and we're going to go Adobe PDF Print, and I'm going to put this into my folder. Comp card full bleed. I'm going to save it as that. I'm going to call it version 2. I hit save. And now what I'm going to do, high quality photo, that's what I'm going to do, high quality photo print. I'm going to go here, page range all, save as pages. And then I'm going to go compression, just keep it the same, marks and bleeds. I'm going to go crop marks and bleed marks only, that's it. And I want to use my document bleed settings, very important. Output, no color conversion, because basically I'm not going to print at this point. I'm going to go to advanced, make sure that's all good. Security, don't worry. Summary, don't worry. I'm going to go export. There we go. And then I'm going to come over to my business card, full bleed, and I'm going to go File, Export. I'm going to call this number 2, only because I've already done this in previous years. And then I'm going to go high quality print. Let's go over here, compression, same, marks and bleeds. Crops and bleed marks, use document bleed settings. I'm going to hit export. There we go. And I'm going to come into my new document that I've created. I'm going to call this something. I'm going to call this Mashinsky J brand print. Oops. There we go. I hit save. So I'm ready to go now to import some content. So I can go File and Place. I'm going to find my 2 versions that I'm going to bring in. So I'm going to go for my comp card first, and I'm going to import the PDF version because I want the bleed marks. Really, really important. You have to go Show Import Options right here. If you do not, this will not work. So I want previewed page. No, I want all but let's just to be on the safe side in case there's something else on your pages. I just want the first and second page. Page 1 to 2. Let's see. Bounding box, visible layers only. Yes. That's what I essentially want. Anything else will sort of crop or trim. I want the full thing with all the crop marks. So I'm going to click OK. And then I'm just going to simply place. I'm going to click. I'm not going to resize this because I want this to be printed exactly the same. Clickety-click, barb-a-trick. Clickety-click, barb-a-trick. There we go. And if you want to, you can just drag this over, or you could have placed this on the second page. I'm just going to place this right over here. This is the size of the document that I want. And if I look on the document setup, it should be just around the same size that I want. So 6.9, let's see. So 6 by 8, there we go. That's the size of the document that I need. So there we go. So because I'm doing this as 5 by 7, there's a bleed, and it's also giving me the outside crop marks. It's going to be approximately that size, so don't worry about it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this so that it's identical to the other image below. So I'm going to place this at the x-axis of 6. Actually, going to go 6.5, so it's directly in the middle, 6.5. And if you're wondering why I'm doing 6.5, this is 13 inches across, 6.5 is half. And then the height, let's do this at 7. So there we go, 6.5 by 7. I'm making sure that my transformation point is in the center though. You want to make sure that's in the center, and for some reason I'm not getting that. I'm just all the way up there. I don't know what's going on with that. The transformation mark has to be in the center. If it's off to any of the edges, click it in the center, and your image will look like this. So same thing for over here. I'm going to click, make sure that is in the center, not on the top, in the center. And I'm going to go 6.5 and 7. So these two are identically placed on both sides of the canvas. Really, really important. So what I'm going to do next is my business card. So let's take a look. Business card. I'm going to go File and Place. I'm going to go Business Card. Oh, Business. So I have the Show Options select, and I will go back just in case you guys missed that. Place. Show import options right here. Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. There we go. Preview file, range 1 to 2, bounding box, transparent backgrounds, clickety-click, barb-a-trick. Oops. I apologize. I clicked right over the comp card. That's not going to work because it's going to place it inside the comp card. If you do that, just go Command and Z, and then click it here, one click there, and I'm going to click the other one right there. And let's place these. I'm going to click these, make sure that it's centered. I'm going to go 6.5, and then the vertical axis I'm going to do as 12. Actually, no, I'll do 13. There we go. So 6.5 and then 13. I'm going to confirm that I did 13 up there. So now these things are placed properly. Really, really important to place those properly. There we go. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to place my logo. I'm going to place my logo on either page, this one or the other one. I'm going to go File, Place, and then let's go Logo, and then I'm going to click. This is an Illustrator file, but that will do it anyway. I'm just going to go Preview Page because it's only one page for my logo. Oops, I accidentally had the bounding box selected, so I'm going to go Command and Z, and I'm going to place it right over here, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go Command and Shift, there we go, and I'm going to place this at 6.5, and at 16. There we go. So when we print this now, we're going to have to do something. So I have placed this vertical card purposely on its side. So if I printed this as is, what's going to happen is when I print this and when I print this, this image is going to not line up or be in the proper orientation as the image above. So when I flip the card over, so when I'm reading this properly, when I flip the card over for this one, it's going to be upside down. Just because the orientation for this dictates that when I flip the card, I have to flip this. So just trust me, if you're orientating your card this way, you have to flip this image so that when I flip the page and stick it back in the printer for the double-sided printing, that will work properly. Really, really important. A way to get around this is if you're doing a vertical card, place this just vertically, and you won't have to do that. But if we print your card and it's backwards on one side, that's the way that you have to fix that issue. So it's totally up to you. If you have a vertical card, that's fine. You will notice that the business card, and if the comp card is placed the same way, you don't have to flip this one. The business card you do not have to flip, just the comp card. There's a little trick to that, and that's the reason I left it in. Now, when we go to print this, we're going to have to make sure to select the proper print settings. Really, really important. So I'm going to save this, and then the next video is going to talk about downloading the ICC profiles.